Hey loves, it's Brianna K. Welcome back to my channel for a very long overdue life update Q&A. I asked you guys over on my Instagram today what questions you have. So we're going to be talking about everything from the new job, the kids. You guys asked about dating, my love life, house updates, YouTube, ex getting remarried. You guys asked a bunch of questions, so we're going to dive in. Funny because right as I'm filming this, somebody is jumping up on my leg. One of the questions I had was, how are the puppies doing? So the puppies are, gosh, I think 8 months old, maybe almost 9 months old. This is Coco. She hasn't gotten that much bigger. I feel like she's gonna stay really tiny. They told me probably between 5 to 8 pounds, and I think she's probably gonna be closer to the 5-pound mark. She's just my little lover girl, as you can tell. But she's the very anxious one. She's just kind of like an anxious ball of energy and fun. And then this is Puka, who probably looks a lot bigger from the last time you saw her, because she is. Your girl, you love your food, don't you? You love your food, that's okay. I was told she's probably gonna be around 10 pounds. I actually think she's gonna be bigger than that because she's just the alpha dog of the bunch. She's always the first to eat. She's very motivated by food. She's also a little lover girl too. They're both so sweet. But she's just chill. She's kind of the more sedentary one, so she just hangs out and chills. This one loves to bark. She's very quiet. She only barks when she gets in like protective mode. But they're both very, very sweet girls. I would say we are almost there potty training wise. Like, they're doing so good. Just on occasion accidents, which I've looked up for their age for puppies, pretty normal. They do. I just love them so much. And I can't believe how big you're getting. You're getting so big, Puka. But of course, I feel like our little angel always watching over us. Even our picture there is Coley, and I miss her terribly. We miss her every day, huh? You always hear about your big sister, Coley. The next question that I got asked by multiple people was, you wanted my outfit details from when I posted on my Instagram stories. One of the things I've been doing over the last couple of months since starting this new role is rebuilding up my business wardrobe. And that is where Quince has come in clutch, and a huge thank you to Quince for sponsoring today's video. It's where I got this cardigan, where I got these earrings, where I got my ring. I'll show you a couple of the other pieces that I got too. But here, so you can see the full cardigan. It is just such good quality. The pockets are also clutch for when I need to like put my phone in there or lip gloss or anything like that. Obviously, I wouldn't wear this to work with this cropped tee, but obviously cute for just weekend look. But why I really like Quince is they have the highest quality fabric. This pretty pink sweater, the material is so good. I've washed it so many times already too. Doesn't pill, and just really flattering fits too. This blue sweater, I wanted to get really pretty colors for spring, but they have countless color options. But this is the 100% Mongolian cashmere. Again, I've worn this a bunch already over the last couple of months, and it's just held up so well. It's so soft, and just, again, the quality is impeccable, especially for the price that you pay for it. I also just wanted really easy staple jewelry pieces that held up nicely, and these are 14 karat gold. I love these hoops. I feel like they go with so much. They're very classic. And this ring, I feel like it's so pretty. Again, can go with anything. I've worn it every single day and has held up so nicely because the quality is so good. But again, I feel like what I've shown you today is just scratching the surface of what Quince has to offer. So I'm gonna have a QR code here on the screen that you can scan, or you can use the link that I'll have in my description box below so that you can shop Quince for yourself. They have 365-day free shipping and returns, so you've really got nothing to lose. And thank you again to Quince for helping my wardrobe look so much nicer and for sponsoring today's video. And then I feel like everybody is just asking about the new job, how things have been going since I went back to work. So my new job is full-time, which is why I have not been able to post as regularly like I was when YouTube was my full-time job. This job also requires a lot of travel. I think, these first 3 months, I think we're going on 4 months now. I started back in November. I'm gone almost every single week when it wasn't the holidays, but I've gotten to go to some of the coolest places. Coolest of all of them was Dubai. That was really cool. I got to go to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Definitely would love to go back when it's not work, just so that I could explore more. But from everything that I saw, I felt very, very safe there. And it was just such a cool, very clean, very I mean, the architecture is just so amazing. Everything is so new and it was just gorgeous. And the weather was amazing. So I would love to go back. Also got to go to Seattle. No nibble. That's one of the things there, a little. You're still teething a little, huh? Yeah. But I got to go to Seattle for the very first time and I absolutely love that as well. I will say it wasn't Seattle weather. We were there on very sunny, clear blue sky, 60-degree days. So I don't think I got the true Seattle weather while I was there. But what I got to see of the city, it was amazing. Definitely want to go back there too when I'm not working so I can explore more. But I just think in general, I really needed a job like this because as much as I loved and worked so hard to grow my YouTube channel over these last 10 years, and just, again, I can't stress enough how grateful I am for this community, for everybody who's watched and supported over these last 10 years. Obviously, life looks a lot different than when I started my YouTube channel. I was married when I started my YouTube channel. I was a new mom. I actually had a full-time job that I was doing on top of my YouTube channel back then. And I think I didn't realize until I was back into this role where I'm going to the office every day, or I'm traveling, I'm in meetings, I'm talking to adults every day, I'm working with teams, I'm collaborating with people. I don't think I realized how after the divorce, when I was here by myself so much, even though I was working, I need that social interaction. I definitely am a social butterfly. I need to talk with other adults. I need to have social interaction, and that has helped just my mood and my energy and everything. Just, it all feels so much better now. It's just given me a whole newfound sense of purpose and goals to work towards. I needed that. I needed that motivation, and I needed a role like this. And I think, God always knows what he's doing, and I'm so grateful for the timing of it all. I think it came at the perfect time, and I'm just really happy and love what I'm doing. Say the only downside to it is I do really miss the creativity and posting here on YouTube as much as I used to be able to. But my plan is I'm still going to do as much as I can. Somebody wanted to get picked up again. This is a question that I feel like I could dedicate a whole video to, of just how I'm staying organized now, balancing the new role and being away with stuff around the house and the kids and all of that. And I've always been a very organized person. This is definitely a challenge for me though, just with the being gone so much. So maybe I'll make just a full video kind of dedicated to how I schedule things, how I backwards plan, calendar management, organization tips, all of that, because I feel like I could talk about that for an hour. You'll probably have a whole course on that, to be honest with you. Somebody else also asks, are there any upcoming home renovations or changes to the house? And the kitchen is a work in progress. There's one last thing I'm going to do for it, at least for now, and I'm waiting for my handyman to come. I think he's supposed to come next week to install a new light fixture, but I did change the paint. I did change some of the furniture in there, the hardware. I want the light to be done so I can give you guys the full reveal. And then I have a couple other projects that are on my dream list that I feel like would just make this house perfect for sort of where I'm at and where we're going with the kids' ages. Some updates that I would like to do down in the basement and just make it a place where we, year round, because of the cold weather, have more to sort of do down there. That'll be over time. So I'll keep you posted on all of that too. You tired? I saw you on there. And then somebody asked, how do you feel about Adam getting remarried? And I'm really happy for both him and her and the kids. I think she's really good for him. She treats my kids really great. I feel like that's probably one of the biggest fears you could have as a divorced mom is, oh my God, what if, my first husband ends up with somebody who doesn't treat my kids nice, like evil stepmom. And I'm just so happy that they're with somebody who's kind to them and who is very considerate of them and very, very sweet. So I feel very lucky, and I wish them all the very best. And I think that's part of the whole situation. Like, we got divorced because him and I weren't meant to be romantically together. So I'm happy for him, and I hope he has a really good new chapter. Because ultimately, if he's happier and I'm happier, that's what's better for our kids. I know in the fairy tale, everyone's together and it's happily ever after, but I think in real life, you just have to go with what's happiest for everyone involved. All right, someone said, I missed your decor videos. Will there be an Easter decor video? I would love to do that. We'll see if I have the time over the next couple of weeks. I don't know if you can see, it's laundry day, so I'm washing my comforter today. I also already washed a bunch of clothes. I have a couple things hang drying though, because I'm taking the kids on their spring break trip. We're going on a Disney cruise. This has been something we have wanted to do forever. They are, I feel like, the perfect age to do it, so I'm really excited to take them. It's the Disney, I forget what the ship is, but it goes to the Bahamas. One of the things on Presley's vision board this year, we made our vision boards, was swimming with dolphins. So I was able to book one of the excursions we're doing in the Bahamas is swimming with dolphins. So sorry for the noise. One of the puppies, or Coco, has a slipper that she's banging around down there, and it's just the menagerie. Like, you see Kailua, there's just all the animals, all the kids here. I wouldn't have it any other way. So kind of going back to the job and YouTube, because there's a few more questions about this. Somebody asked, do you feel overwhelmed with your new job and trying to keep up with YouTube? And do you think taking a step back from YouTube has been helpful and needed? And again, I definitely have so much going on that I have not been able to post as regularly as I was, but I do think that I needed this. Like, it's good to take a little step back, and you know, I'll just keep you guys posted on how life keeps going here. Then there was a lot of questions about a dating update. Am I dating someone? Just a love life update. And since starting this job, I just have not had the time. So my focus has been, kids are always my first priority, family, and then my new role. And then obviously just taking care of the house and friends and everything like that I'm trying to keep up with, which is not easy being gone so much. So yeah, I haven't had the time. So shifted a lot of energy away from that. And I honestly also think that's really good for me too, because you know, to anybody else who maybe is going through a divorce or similar situation, it just was such a waste of time and energy, to be honest with you, looking back on it. And I mean that in like the nicest way possible. I obviously met some really great people and I was having fun, but it was just so much energy and time thinking about things. And I'm so much happier now that I'm not thinking about those things. Yeah. I worry about the things that really matter, the things that I really love. I'm just going to trust God's timing. I think that if, you know, I'm meant to meet somebody, that person will come, and I don't need to be out there looking for it. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, I'm really happy. Like, my life is good right now. My hands and heart are very full. Somebody did ask though, because obviously you're seeing the pets, the kids are with their dad this weekend. And there was a question about how are they doing with the transition. And I think they have always just been the most supportive kids, because even though it might have been like, oh, it's not like you're working because you're still working from home, my kids knew I've always been a working mom. They knew, especially when I was the only parent working, I think it was really apparent to them. They know, like, I've always been a working mom, whether I'm working from home or from an office. And in a way, I think it's helped me to make them the time when I am home and not at the office so much more quality time with them and dedicated to them, versus I would have to, you know, be constantly being like, oh, I got to do this for YouTube now. I've got to do this for Instagram now, when I was home with them. So I do think in a way it's kind of helped me compartmentalize work and quality time with them much easier. I got the question if we're going to be going back to Hawaii for the month this summer. And there's a couple of reasons why we're not going to do that. If you saw my video of my sister having a baby, I threw her baby shower, and she's due actually on Presley's birthday. So she's due May 20th. So I want to spend time with my little nephew. I cannot wait to hold this baby and spoil him. I'm literally so excited about it. So in June, when we normally go, is when he'll be here. So I hope to be able to go and spend some time with him. And the house that I normally rent that month got booked for half of the month. So date-wise, for whatever reason, God didn't want us in Hawaii this June. I'm trying to figure out when we can go back, because obviously that's really important to me and the kids. Like, we have such great friends who are like family there, and we miss it so much, especially this winter has just been brutal here in Cleveland. And I feel like every day in this cold, gray weather, we miss Hawaii. We're like, oh, I miss Hawaii so much. We'll figure out as soon as we can go back. And somebody asked me how I liked the newest episode of Love Story, because I mentioned on Instagram a few days ago how I couldn't wait for it to be Thursday, even though what's annoying is technically it doesn't come out till midnight for us here. It said on the thing Thursday, but it was 9 p.m. Pacific time, which is midnight our time. So really it's Fridays when I finally get to watch it, because of my job, I cannot stay up till midnight and be watching a show till 1 a.m. But Love Story, technically it's on FX, but if you have Hulu or Disney Plus, you can watch it on there. It's the story of John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Oh my gosh, just the 90s vibes. I forgot how much nostalgia I have as somebody who grew up in the 90s for that time period. And it's just such a good cast. They've casted the best characters who look like them. They're so endearing. I am so addicted to watching the show. I'm so invested, even though unfortunately we know what happens, but I want all the details. I want to know more about everything. I've also really loved, there's a podcast that interviews different, both cast members, like camera facing and behind the scenes cast members. Like they interviewed on this last podcast who does the wardrobe, and prior to that, the like set director. And it's so cool learning more of the behind the scenes of how they are producing the show too. So I've just been loving that. So if you're looking for something to watch, I've warned you, you're going to get addicted to it. It's just so good. Coco! You're so cute. But anyways, that's been, I guess, my guilty pleasure. I don't know if I call it a guilty pleasure because I have no guilt in watching it. I really rarely ever watch TV shows. So the fact that I'm talking about one and this invested in one means it's pretty good. But I do say so myself. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A. If you have more questions, leave them down in the comments, because I know not everybody from YouTube follows over on Instagram, so I can do a follow-up Q&A on here if you have any more questions. And I will see you in my next videos. I'm planning on vlogging our Disney cruise because I love having vacation memories to look back on. It's like my favorite thing to sort of video and make into vlogs for you guys. So I plan on doing that. If you have any other video requests for this spring, let me know that too. And I'll see you in the next one. Say bye, guys. Bye.